Is your licensing agency requesting live scan? Or is your employer asking for live scan to be done and you don't know where to start from? Do you know how much does it cost? Or you want to find out which form to use or what ID will be acceptable? Hey, then you guys got to the right place. Here we have covered all your questions. Hey guys, this is Jinesh from PostalAnnex of Azusa. Hope you guys are doing well and staying safe during this COVID-19 outbreak. I just wanted to let you guys know that we are still doing fingerprinting services, that is FD 258 fingerprinting. Also, we do live scan fingerprinting as normal. We are taking precautions. We are putting the mask on, and we also request every single person coming in to get help to get the mask on themselves too. So actually, one of the common question that we always get from live scan customers over the phone, in person, the main question is, how much does it cost? And unfortunately, as much as we want to give the answer to that question, there is no magic answer. There is two-factor fees on that one. Number one is rolling fee, that is $40 that we charge, and there is a government fee. We do not have government fees available until we see the form and put the information into the computer system that was provided to us for live scan service. Now, there is a way to find out, and that is through the live scan requesting form. We need to have the live scan requesting form in person in order to find out how much it's going to be. We have live scan requesting page or live scan fingerprinting page on our website that has so many details and access to many of the forms available. Only thing that we recommend though, that every time that you get the form from the link provided here, verify with the asking agency or requesting agency that if the form is still valid and they are still okay to use that one. So there's a sample of this notary form right here. There is one of the common question that we are getting lately is security guard live scan form. If you click on security guard right there, would pop up this form. Again, we still highly recommend that you go to requesting agency. In this particular one, for example, is going to be Bureau of Security and Investigative Services. I would call that agency and find out if that form is still valid to use, or go to their online website, which in this particular case is the government website, and that's where we are getting this form from. That's what we need to have in order to find out the fee. People also, we have seen that I guess again, going back to the same thing, as much as we want to give the price, we don't get the price right off the back. We have to put information from the form and put into the computer system to find out. And what I was trying to get to was, people get annoyed that we don't have a particular number to give out, but our live scan machine is always busy, and we have one live scan machine with one computer in our store, which is kind of look like here. Let's see if I can see the image, but that's what it looks like, the computer and the scanner. That's always busy, and we won't be able to check the price over the phone. We request that you come in person with the form and your valid ID. We put that into the system and we find out how much it's going to be. Along the same line, I also want to kind of add one more add on to this conversation. Is like, there's one thing that we always also get is, where do I get my form from? Specifically for the registered nurse, they have implemented a new system. There is no PDF form available readily like other agencies do. A registered nurse, there is a link for that one. You can click on that one from our website, and it will take you to the California Board of Registered Nursing, where you can fill up the form and request a live scan from there, or the live scan requesting form from there. And I think after helping a couple of the customers, we have noticed after filling out and submitting this form, it kind of tells you that they will email a link or a form back to you in 5 to 7 business days. So you need to get the form again to get the live scan. And if you do not have that handy, I would recommend doing this step before you come into the store and bring in the form. Pretty much, we can help you get to the link and everything, but we do charge service fee for that. It's just for the time that we ourselves, our associates, has to spend with you to kind of help you walk through the system. But if you kind of go on our website again, that is PostalAnnex of Azusa.com, business-business-and-home/live-scan-fingerprinting/. So that's where you get all the information pretty much that you need to know to get your fingerprinting done. And you can scroll through all the information, the benefits of that. There are agencies that we have contract with that we help to do the bulk live scan, and they constantly send their employees or future employees to us to get their fingerprinting done. We also can get the credit card over the phone. We have a way to store the credit card information in our computer system that we can access for any future transactions, and so on and so forth. There's another question that always we get is about IDs, acceptable government IDs. That has a long list right here. Those are primary forms of IDs that are acceptable according to the booklet provided to us for the fingerprinting. If you do not have any of these primary identifications, you can always go to the secondary forms here, and then it needs like a supporting documents at that point because of the address verifications or whatnot. So you can go through this second form of IDs, and then you can get the supporting documents, and we can still help you out doing the fingerprinting. So during the live scan, they also get like a lot more other services. I say a lot more, but like a few more other services actually. One is for shipping service. Most of the agencies need to have a copy of live scan form with the confirmation number, which is called ATI number, emailed to them. And also some agencies need like a mailing or scanning to them or faxing it to them. Some agencies actually need you to go in person and hand it over to their HR, and they would process their live scan data that they receive from DOJ and FBI and kind of combine those two and do whatever they need to do in terms of giving you the license or job or whatnot. There are some FAQs that we have also highlighted here, and we are adding as many kind of on daily basis or like weekly basis as we find more questions coming across, and then try to help you guys out, kind of self-explanatory. There is a video on our website also that also explains or shows like a typical live scan process. Generally, it takes about like 5 to 10 minutes altogether. If your fingerprints are not super great, they are dry or they're kind of worn out, at that time it takes a little bit more to get better prints. We want to get done right first time. That's why we take longer when it's a dry or worn out fingerprints. But even then, sometimes we can do so much, and then the requesting agency may send you a letter saying that okay, that has to be done again. At that point, we can definitely help you out. And I think if there is a legitimate letter, that time we also cannot charge you, or we do not charge you at that point. And also the DOJ fees also will be voided. But again, it goes case by case basis. You have to bring in that document that you have to do the fingerprint again. If you have done it through us here, and then you bring in that form, we can actually take a look at it and kind of help you out. Here's a typical video. I'm just gonna play that for a little bit so you know what the typical live scan process look like.
How are you? How can I help you today?
Hi, I want to get a live scan done.
Do you have your live scan form and government issued ID?
Yes, I do. And how much would it be?
Usually for the DOJ fee, that one can vary depending on the agency, but I can definitely check that out for you before we begin, okay? Okay, so it looks like since you have a billing number, all you're going to be responsible for today is the rolling fee. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to get started with the finger rolling, okay? So I'm just going to hand over this wipe to you so you can go ahead and, so your hands won't be dry so we can get the prints better. Okay, so if you want, you can go and wipe both of your hands. So we're going to be rolling both of them. Okay. And then we're going to get started with your right thumb. Okay. You can go ahead and place that right there. Sorry, right there. Okay, so we're going to take your right thumb, and this one's going to be straight down just to get your flat print. Okay, now we're going to do your right fingers. This is just to keep them so they won't be dry. Okay. And now we're going to start the actual finger rolling. So I'm going to start with them on the side, and then I'm just going to roll it over, okay?
So that is kind of like a typical process, like how we take the fingerprints and everything, and after that we give you the confirmation page that you can use, like I said, to mail it out, fax it, email, or hand it over in person. So yeah, that's about it, guys. If you have any question, feel free to give us a call. Our number here at the footer also. You can always call us at 626-771-2340, and we can help you out with as much as we can over the phone. And sometimes we may ask you to come in person. If you want to see our regular business hours, there is also live business hours column here that can tell you like what our business hours are: Monday to Friday 9 to 7, Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday 10 to 3. And actually it also kind of little indicators saying that we are open right now or we are closed. We are following 4 holidays that we close, that is Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year, and 4th of July. Other than that, we are open all 7 days. And again, you can always go back to this open close hour status, and then you can find out when we are open exactly and when we are not. The other thing that we also request that you come in 30 minutes before closing time, so we can get you as a walk-in and we can accommodate the live scan request. The reason for that is that we all have, like you guys, friends and families, and we have commitments after work, so we had to go and leave about after 7, so we can also meet other commitments. So we request you come in like 30 minutes before closing so we can accommodate all the walk-in live scan requests. And again, going back, if you have any question or concern, feel free to give us a call and we can definitely help you out. Thank you.